Hello traders, how are you? Vladimir here, and this is the daily live market review, and we are talking on 21st of February 2017. Well, as I said on the weekly forecast, the week is expected to be quiet on the first part, more alive on the second part, and yet we cannot rest. We are after our opportunities. So let's go over the first one. OZN is making the correction of this triple cycle and building here a triple cycle by itself. It's kind of a special cycle, more like. Here we go. I'm not sure how valid that could be because of this one huge candle, but this is the pattern I referred to, and this is double cycle by itself with a false break with bearish divergence. So it does put the bearish pressure here. We do have 4-hour chart idea of convergence. On a 1-hour chart, we had here kind of double cycle to the downside, or we can say it was special cycle here as well. And we got a correction, and now this correction trend line is broken, retested, and holding. So we can say, while the top holds, we are under bearish pressure. And I would expect that to continue and retest this gap. And I would expect that potentially go and create for us some kind of duplication here, which could be to the bottom of this support. So bearish it is as long as the top holds, or we can even have here some kind of false break or something like that as well. But I would say as long as this top holds, we are after sell opportunities and see how it goes. Next one on the list is gonna be the Euro versus the Aussie, another pair which is on amazing level for investment. Start the attack at. The next level to watch would be around 132, if at all we go there, because after that the expectations are again to the top of this range. So for those who do trade invest, it's classical opportunity. For those who don't, you can wait for the false break, of course, like for example like here. Higher highs to break, retrace into waves and go long that. You can also do a bit more aggressive approach and trade this triple cycle developing on a 1-hour chart. Once we get the divergence there, go and trade the breakout of the trend line. So in that situation, basically, let's assume something like that. Boom, breakout, retrace, and try the long here with much smaller risk, much bigger potential reward. This one also starts to be very, very interesting. And the Aussie franc is a mirror to that. Does to wave as long as the top holds, we remain under bearish idea. Bearish divergence is there. That's double cycle correction, break below the trend line, 2 waves, pull back, and with the breakout after that, we are going to look for the sells. So keep an eye. Definitely starts to look interesting unless the top is broken and we continue higher, and then the plan would change accordingly. Pound Canadian, another very interesting pair, holding the support and making false break and beautiful convergence idea. And the 1-hour chart does hold this trend line. So I would summarize that simply: every 2 waves pullback we got, try to go and get the breakout. Should be very nice opportunity as well. Keep an eye here. Should be very interesting. New Zealandian dollar, another interesting pair which we remain bearish on. I expect this pair after the triple cycle down to go and get us to 61.8 or maybe to the duplication. So 2 options for that, as we had false break on the bottom, false break on the top. There is a chance that we are dancing here in a range, and that could be something like that. So every 2 waves up, as we get them, we should be looking for sell opportunities. Aussie dollar, same story, dancing around its top, but we want to look for sell opportunities. As I said on previous weekly forecast, above 0.77, closer to 0.78, we are under bearish pressure. What we need for that, in order to be in a safe mode for sell, as we are against the weekly, That's false breaks, which we got, and convergence. So currently, we need it to go below this area, retrace, and to sell. And if we do get new high, which could happen, this would be our new high to watch for false break. This would be the low to watch for the convergence principle to form, retrace, and sell. That's also one we follow and follow closely. Alright, and that's basically what we have. Gold and silver, again, we do want to see convergences. We didn't get any of that so far. Same with the silver, nothing as for now besides the beautiful levels. So we are on patience mode. Aussie Kiwi, we expect the correction to below 106, as I said. This could be a false break that will provide the correction we talked about, and I would definitely recommend to watch this one. Dow Jones dancing around the tops, S&P dancing around the tops, and my view remain the same. We need a false break first of all, and then lower lows. So as long as it didn't happen, we are waiting patiently. Very important. I know how tempting it is to go and press the button, especially on such levels, but guys, remember, patience and timing. It's all about that. Pound dollar is bouncing from the range we have been talking about. This is the trend line we need to gain the momentum from, right? So what we will want to see is basically to gain this momentumal breakout, something like that, retrace in two waves, correction breakout, and we are after longs. Euro dollar is a mystery a bit, and this pair is so far making the potential head and shoulders. We will see how we go from here. As for now, I really don't have any specific view about this pair, and that's why I would wait patiently and look for better opportunities. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you again tomorrow. Yours, Vladimir.